Imagine being born into chains, your entire life dictated by the will of another. No freedom, no choices, just endless servitude. Most would break, most would surrender to despair. But one man refused. He turned his suffering into strength, his captivity into wisdom, and his pain into a philosophy that would change the world. His name was Epictetus. And what he discovered holds the key to true freedom, not freedom of the body, but of the mind. If you've ever felt trapped by your circumstances, by fear, by doubt, this story will change the way you see life forever. Epictetus was born into slavery, a life where his fate seemed predetermined, his choices non-existent. Owned by a powerful Roman master, he had no wealth, no freedom, and no control over his own destiny. Yet, from the very beginning, Epictetus possessed something far greater than material riches or social status, a mind that no chains could restrain. From an early age, he was exposed to philosophy, and despite the hardships of his condition, he absorbed the wisdom of the great thinkers like a sponge. He realized something profound: true freedom does not come from wealth, power, or social status, it comes from within. No master, no government, no misfortune could ever take away his ability to control his own perspective. That was the power he cultivated, the power that would eventually make him one of the greatest minds in history. But before he could shape the world, he had to endure its cruelty. His master was known for his harsh treatment, testing Epictetus's resilience in ways that would break most men. One day, in a fit of rage, he twisted Epictetus's leg with brutal force. Most would scream, beg for mercy, or curse their fate. But Epictetus remained calm. He simply said, "If you continue, you will break it." And when his leg did break, leaving him crippled for life, he did not cry out in pain or anger. He only said, "I told you so." That moment wasn't just about physical suffering, it was about his philosophy. Pain was inevitable, but suffering was a choice. He refused to let external circumstances dictate his inner peace. And that choice, that unwavering discipline over his own mind, would become the foundation of his teachings. Eventually, Epictetus gained his freedom, but he did not chase wealth, luxury, or status like so many others who escaped servitude. Instead, he chose a different path, the life of a philosopher. He believed that happiness and peace do not come from changing the world, but from changing how we see the world. He taught that the key to a fulfilling life lies in understanding one simple truth. There are things we can control, and things we cannot. Our thoughts, our reactions, our choices, these are within our power. The opinions of others, the circumstances of the world, the actions of fate, these are not. This philosophy became the essence of his teachings. Unlike other philosophers, Epictetus never wrote a single word himself. His teachings were recorded by his student Arion in what would become one of the greatest works of Stoic philosophy, the Discourses and the Enchiridion. These writings would go on to shape the minds of emperors like Marcus Aurelius, guide military leaders, inspire thinkers, and provide comfort to those who suffered. His words were simple but profound. We do not suffer from events, but from our judgment of them. Control what you can. Accept what you cannot. External things, money, reputation, even health, are outside our power. Our true power lies in mastering our own thoughts. Epictetus taught that suffering is optional. That fear, anxiety, and anger are not the result of external forces but of our own interpretations. He showed that resilience is a choice, that peace is found not in the absence of hardship but in how we respond to it. He, a man born a slave, became one of the greatest philosophers the world has ever known. His life was proof that no matter where you come from, your mind is always free. And that is the ultimate power, the power to decide, the power to endure, the power to live with purpose and inner peace. So this was a summary of the Stoic life of Epictetus. Please comment what do you think, like if it was useful for you, and subscribe if you like Stoic content.